Hi everyone, so I'm actually in London right now, and we actually flew into London on Saturday morning, and instead of doing a normal travel vlog, I decided to do a food one where I kind of show you my favorite places to eat in London. Some of these places I actually haven't tried before. They're just trying out really popular places that I've heard or I've read on BuzzFeed and that kind of thing. So the first thing we're going is to Five Guys, and this is a really popular burger place in London. There are actually a few branches as well. My sister highly recommends them. I personally like Shake Shack a little bit better, but I thought I would give Five Guys a try today. You can actually order the burgers in two sizes. This one is the large one, and I got the little cheeseburger, but it turned out pretty big anyway. But it was actually good. You can put as many toppings as you wanted it as well, but I felt like the meat was a little bit dry. So yeah, I recommend Shake Shack. If you're in London, you have to try this place called Ben's Cookies, and I like to go to the one at Covent Garden, and these are hands down the best cookies I have ever tried. And there's actually a branch in Singapore, but I've heard it's not as good as the one in London, and oh my gosh, they don't look that good, but boy, they are amazing. They are just like soft and chewy, and the chocolate chunks are huge and they melt in your mouth, and it's just the most wonderful kind of cookie I have ever eaten in my entire life, like legit. So go try it, it's amazing, and I always come back. Hello everyone, so now we are going to Notting Hill Gate, so we can go to Portobello Road Market. Must do on a Saturday in London is to always go to the Portobello Road Market. It is humongous, and here you can find a lot of antique shops to jewelry to all of these little cool things. I love going to markets, so this one is a very big one on a Saturday, so we decided to stop by. You'll find crepe stores everywhere in Portobello Road. It is just, I guess, the thing to eat while you're shopping, and I love these crepes. There's a lot of different little stalls, so be careful of the one you choose, but this one's Portobello Crepes, and it was a very good crepe. You can choose from savory crepes to also like strawberry and Nutella, banana and Nutella, and all of these things, so you can choose which one you want, but we got the just Nutella, and I think this was like £4.50, which is good. So we're on Portobello Market, and we just got a crepe from Portobello Crepes. What do you think? Look at that. This crepe was soft, it was fluffy, had a good texture, and it was very generous with the Nutella, which I loved, so highly recommend. My favorite cupcake place in London has to be Hummingbird Bakery, and funny thing is, I first heard about this bakery through a cookbook which I bought for my boyfriend Jacob, and here we have amazing American style cupcakes, very soft, PTA mom I call it, centers, and it's just delicious. I got lemon and blueberry today, which was a little bit different from what I usually have. It was a bit dry, unfortunately. There is tons to eat at Portobello Road, so if those things don't suit you, I'm sure you're gonna find something, whether it be street food or a nice cafe. I don't know about you, but my parents always have to find some kind of Chinese restaurant, even though they're in Italy or France or even in London. So we always go to this place called Goldmine, and this has the most amazing duck ever. And it's like roasted duck. They also have like roasted char siu and other Chinese dishes, but this is actually located in Bayswater, and the duck is very good, I have to say. So it's very crispy, the skin. It has a nice layer of fat, which makes it very flavorful, and the meat is just very tender and delicious. I really recommend this place. Good morning everyone, so we are at the train station, and we are waiting for a train, and we are going to go to Brick Lane, where the cereal cafe is, and it's 8:15 in the morning. So there is this new breed of cafes that have been popping around the world recently. It's all around cereal, and this one is London's Serial Killer Cafe, and when you open it up, you will find just basically the entire restaurant covered in all the cereals you could ever imagine around the entire world. It's like, wow. And I like this place because basically it's gorgeous, so you have like as much cereal as possible, and they also mix and match different cereals to create different combinations. They're called cocktails, cereal cocktails. So you can order a shooty bang bang, which is what we did, and it's basically consisted of roulette, popping candy, Nutella, and maybe different candies, and then they use a white chocolate milk, and you just pour it over, and that was basically breakfast. I just had a few bites of this because to the bagel shop on Brick Lane, and it is very famous. If you're talking about cheap eats in London, everyone is going to tell you about the Brick Lane Bakery Beigel Bake, which is known for its salt beef bagels. And usually you're thinking, oh, you know, what's so important about salt beef and bagels and stuff? Well, this is a 24-hour bakery, and it's selling all types of breads and cakes and pastries. But the best seller is the bagels, of course, and particularly the hot salt beef bagel. And so we wanted to try one. So after going to the cafe, we decided to grab one of these to try. And I am very glad I did, because it's the best thing I've eaten all day long, like legit, after doing this video.
Here's the salt beef bagel. So here's the bagel, there's the salt beef, and there's mustard inside. So I'm going to take a bite.
And if the person says I don't want to tell it,
Really good. It's really good. Like the beef is very salty, they're very meaty, like a sausage. And the bagel is very sweet. It complements it really well. It's really yummy.
Brick Lane is a very trendy place to come on a Sunday morning. When I came to London, I really wanted to try like traditional British food and do this video. So I thought, what is more British than having a Sunday roast on a Sunday afternoon? So I hunted down for a pub that I went to after church, and it was nearby, like a 10-minute walk, and we decided to go to the Harrison for Sunday roast. The best thing about this place was that it is a very affordable place. This was only $11.95 for one person, and it's a lot of food.
Okay guys, so I have my traditional Sunday roast, and I guess for the Sunday roast we have a couple of things on the plate. So first we have our beef, and we got a sirloin, I think sirloin of beef, which is great. And we have, I think this is Yorkshire pudding, and it's not really like a pudding, but more, I guess, a bread kind of thing to soak up all the sauces. Okay, so I'm gonna try the Yorkshire pudding, traditional British stuff. I'm gonna soak up all the sauces. I'll try it. Wow, it's very good. And then I'm gonna try the beef. It's like a big steak. It looks like this. Wow. It's really yummy.
This is Oxford Circus, where the shopping happens, so we decided to come here after lunch.
Many people today because they have a marathon. This is what it looks like. I'm a mega tourist. It's very dirty and not as iconic as we think.
Another very English tradition is, of course, afternoon tea, and we decided to have afternoon tea at this place called Sketch, or this restaurant. And this restaurant was really interesting, weird, quirky, and cool. So basically there are different rooms, and this is one room, and then you have this room, which is kind of like a garden party Alice in Wonderland theme, and then you have another room that it's more like princess, kind of Barbie mixed with like soft cushion, and yeah. But the most interesting thing is the toilet. And look at this. I mean, look at this. These are actually goose eggs, but they're not goose eggs because inside the goose egg is the actual toilet itself. So they're all like separate little cubicles. And it's funny enough, as you do your business, there's like goose sounds like everywhere, and it's kind of weird experience. But we had afternoon tea, and we actually had cream tea because I was really full at this point. And yeah, it was actually pretty good. We had scones and stuff.
Hey guys, so I'm at this place called Sketch and it's for afternoon tea, and I got the cream afternoon tea set. It's about 10-50 pounds per person. So we have tea. I got lemongrass and ginger tea. Looks like this. Pour it in here. And then I also have a very English thing, which is nuts. I think it's raisin. It's really quite hard on the outside, but it's very soft. Right? I'm just gonna go ahead and spread some jam. I'm gonna try it now. So it's quite a hard, crispy interior, or very soft inside. And that's afternoon tea. We are in Whole Foods, and they don't have Whole Foods in Singapore. It's quite interesting. There's like all sorts of everything. It's really cool. Because I think in America you guys have Whole Foods, right? And I actually didn't know there was Whole Foods in London. But the juice is expensive. It's £4. Exotic fruit. It's a coconut from Ivory Coast. Horned melon. Horned melon. It's a passion fruit. Passion fruit from Kenya. This is not a passion fruit. This is so small. It looks like a overgrown olive.
And clocking in at number 10, but definitely not the worst, it's actually the best, and it's Wahaca, which is Mexican food. I love Mexican food, and I actually usually go to the one at Stratford City or Mall, but this time we were near Covent Garden, so we decided to stop by. But this is the best Mexican restaurant I have ever tasted in my entire life. It's so fresh, the ingredients, and it's very, I think, quite authentic, but I'm not a Mexican, so I wouldn't know. But I love it because it's always very fresh and very, very delicious Mexican food. And so here we are being seated down. You kind of order like tapas, so it's kind of like Mexican street food where you kind of like order tacos and then quesadilla and then other things, and then you add it all up. So they're actually quite small. My favorite thing on the menu is this, which is these pork pibble tacos, and they're like really small but very, very good. I love how it's just foldable. It's small little soft tortilla wrap, and it's delicious filling. Amazing. We also ordered a few other things on the menu, namely quesadilla and burrito, but something that you must order is the churros, which is so light, crispy, delicious, and you dip it in chocolate, and it's the most amazing thing ever. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. I'm heading to Switzerland in about like a day. Bye guys!